It's Monday, February 3rd, 2020, and it's time for the Monday News Brief. Welcome back to another episode of the Monday News Brief, brought to you by CDT-TV, a part of the Central Dakota Times. This is a weekly web series where we focus on some of the current events happening around Central South Dakota. In this week's episode, we're joined by Chamberlain Activities Coordinator, Mr. Bill Kurtz. Mr. Kurtz is going to be giving us an update on some of the activities, sports, fine arts, other events, and everything else happening in the school district for the month of February. Also, if you enjoy our online content, we have everything available on our website, www.centraldakotaTimes.org. We're also available on our YouTube channel by searching Central Dakota Times newspaper, and on Facebook by searching Central Dakota Times. And as always, be sure to pick up your very own copy of the Central Dakota Times newspaper every Wednesday mornings wherever newspapers are sold in Central South Dakota. Let's get to it. It is, well, I guess it's already been another month.
It has been.
Everyone's starting to feel better, or?
We're still a little sick around here, but
Yeah,
I think that's going to last for a while, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, on a positive note, let's preview February.
February 1st starts off with the wrestlers in Aberdeen at the Lee Wolf Invitational with a start time at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Then we move to Monday. The girls basketball team is hosting Phillip. Start time for the JV game is 6 o'clock, 5:15 for the C team.
Okay.
Also on that Monday, the boys middle school basketball team goes out to St. Joe's for an 8th grade only game at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, the boys junior high basketball team plays Crow Creek, 4:30 start time at the community center. 5 o'clock, the wrestlers host the winner in a duel at the Armory. And at 4 o'clock, the girls and boys basketball teams travel to Platte Geddes to start a doubleheader down there. 4 o'clock would be the C game. Wednesday, we have a 9 o'clock departure start time for the regional vocal contest in Kimball. Thursday, the State 1 Act will be held at O'Gorman High School. We perform at 4:15 on that Thursday.
Gotcha.
And also on Thursday, the girls basketball team hosts Todd County in the Armory for a 5:15 C game start. On Friday, the boys and girls travel to Mount Vernon, Plankington. Again, the JV should start about 4 o'clock, or the C team should start about 4 o'clock, and the varsity about 6 and about 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, also on Friday the 7th, the girls here, the gymnast, host Regions with a 6 o'clock start. So that's all this week. Moving into next week.
All right, we got a loaded first week.
Oh, yeah. Saturday, February 8th, we will be at the Big Dakota Conference Wrestling Tournament at Parkview in Fort Pierre at 10 o'clock. 25 teams there.
Really?
Huge. Then at 3:45, our boys are in Groton for the basketball game with the C game starting at 1:30 and about 3:45 or so for the varsity game.
Mm-hmm.
That game is a reschedule from when we lost the Sioux Valley game. Monday the 10th, the girls basketball team hosts Lyman with a 6:30 JV tip. On February 11th, Tuesday, the junior high boys go to Pierre for a 4:30 pair of games. And also on Tuesday at 7:45, our boys will be at Crow Creek for the annual Crow Creek Chamberlain basketball. Then Wednesday the 12th is the first night of parent-teacher conferences, 4 to 6 for that. Thursday is the second night, 2:30 to 7:30. Then we also have a junior high boys basketball game with Todd County starting at 4:30. And at 6:30 we have a wrestling duel with Kimball.
All right.
On Friday the 14th, the gymnast will be at the state competition. The basketball players will host Wagner.
Okay.
With a C game starting at 4 o'clock for both of those games, and we will kind of go from there. And also on Friday the 14th, the kids don't have any school.
Sweet.
They always look forward to that. Yes, they want to know about those days for sure. All right, Saturday the 15th, the gymnastics individual state tournament will take place. At 10 o'clock, the junior high boys will participate in a middle school tournament in winter. And then at 5 o'clock, the girls varsity will be at Lower Brule playing Pine Ridge for the Sacred Hoops Classic. On Monday the 17th, the junior high boys will travel to Lyman for a 4 o'clock game. And at 5 o'clock is the President's Day lasagna supper dinner. And again, we don't have any school on that day either, so the kids will be excited, a 4-day weekend. On Tuesday, the junior high boys basketball travels to St. Joe's travels to us for a 5 o'clock pair of games. On Wednesday the 19th, we will have the instrumental regionals here at the high school. I believe the high school does not have class that day, but the middle school and elementary do.
Oh, sure.
I may be wrong on one of those, but I know we're going to be busy that day. On Friday the 21st, the junior high boys basketball team goes to Winter to play them at 4 o'clock. And the varsity hosts West Central here at 7:45 for the varsity game. 5 o'clock will be the C game tip-off.
Okay.
On the 22nd, the junior high boys basketball team will play St. Joe's 8th graders in a tournament out there. So it's a 4-team tournament for them. And also on the 22nd will be the wrestling regionals, 10 o'clock starting time in Aberdeen. The 25th of February, the girls basketball team travels to Stanley County for a 6:30 tip-off with the Fort Pierre team. The 27th is the first day of state wrestling. That starts at 10 o'clock. The 28th is the second day of state wrestling, and they're going to have the dual team tournament along with the individual tournament there. And also on the 28th will be a doubleheader with McLaughlin. In McLaughlin, 5:30 for the girls, 7 o'clock for the boys. And on Saturday, the 29th, is the last day of the state wrestling with championship rounds starting at 4:30, I believe it is.
Wrapping up on the last day of the leap year.
Yes.
Cool.
We're busy.
I suppose that's a good thing, though, right?
It is. Time goes much faster.
That's right. Well, you know, another month, hopefully, knock on, if this is real wood.
It'll slow down.
Well, you know, it'll warm up, too.
It will. Track will be coming, and baseball will be coming, and girls golf will be coming, and
Perfect.
yeah, we're ready for that.
Cool. All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll keep everyone updated.
Thanks very
Mr.
much.
Kurtz.
You bet.
Thanks for joining us for yet another edition of the Monday News Brief, brought to you by CDT-TV, a part of the Central Dakota Times. Until next week, my name's Nathan Iverson, and have a great day.